Yeah, well, tell me about. Let's get into your bands. Kind of, we glanced over them, but like, you're man a few bands at this point. But Fun Room, let's start there and kind of like, tell me how you got into that band, what the goal was of you joining. Is it rock? Is it considered a rock band? What's the genre definition?
I would say like a jam band.
Jam band.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you have any like aspiration? I mean, I've kind of heard the story of how you joined, but I mean, you weren't looking for a jam band to be in, were you?
No, I
Not
mean,
at all.
Abridged version of the Fun Room story for those of y'all who haven't heard it before and haven't listened to the Fun Room podcast, which you should go listen to.
Good listen. Nice plug.
It is a good listen.
Nice plug for everybody there.
Oh, yeah. But essentially, I was like literally just sitting in my room and I got added into the Jam Ham group meet. This was like February of 2021 or something like that. We were just coming out of like the big COVID dead area when it comes to music, because I got into Athens in August of 2020.
Gotcha.
And I saw that there was, I think it was Ike, he put in the group, he was like, hey, we need a drummer for a gig in like 3 hours. And I saw it and I was like, I've been wanting to get involved with the scene and everything. Hadn't had a chance because
you hadn't done anything in the scene.
I had nothing.
Really?
Because there was no live music really at the time.
Nothing.
No bars were having live music. I was like, I don't know where to go. There were a bunch of private parties, but I didn't know where to go to meet people.
Gotcha.
And I was like, well, here's my opportunity. And so I just texted him. I was like, hey, I can do it. DM'd him. He was like, I was like, what's your set list? Just send me it.
Yeah.
He's like, you sure you can do this? We got like, it's like a 3-hour, 4-hour gig. And I was like, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do it. So he sent me
bold, man. I mean, I got to give it to you. That's ballsy, bro. Like,
I was so nervous.
Were you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I'd never done anything like, I've been sitting in my garage backing out Alpharetta with my parents, playing my brand new drum set that I just bought going into COVID. That's all I was doing was practicing and listening to tunes. And I was like, all right, Alex, it's time to do this. Like,
send it.
Nut up or shut up. Like, here we go. And so I got that playlist and there was like 50 songs.
Damn.
Something ridiculous like that.
And how many did you recognize? A lot or a little?
Like, I recognized like 5.
Out of 50?
I will say, when I joined this band, I didn't know half the songs that we were doing. I had to learn a lot of new music.
Because you weren't really listening to that stuff. No. I mean, you'd mentioned that when we were playing together one time. You're like, I don't listen to any of this. This is wild. I was like, wow. Like, it's just like such a weird, like very cool, that you don't.
I wasn't listening to any of that. I'd heard like some stuff, and I've heard of the Grateful Dead and like Allman Brothers and things like that, but that was not on my everyday listening to list.
You were aware of it, just not listening.
I knew it existed, but it was not like, oh, I'm going to go listen to Grateful Dead or Allman Brothers and something like that. That was not what I was going to do. But this list, and I just went through and I genuinely just like listened to the intro, listened to like a verse, kind of got a feel for what the groove was, and then listened to the end of the song. Yeah. And I was like, because that's all I had time for.
Yeah, you couldn't even listen to the whole thing?
No. And I was like, all right, here we go. We're going to do this. And so showed up, and it was one of those things that I was very much listening to them. I was not leading as a drummer at that time.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Now I'm very much more confident where I'm like, all right, we're going to do this. Here we go. But because I know the songs now.
Yeah, count them in.
Yeah, I count them in everything. But I just kind of followed what they did and got through it. It was really interesting. We like took a break, and John Cherry came.
John Cherry, man.
And me and him started playing some bossa nova and some Take the A Train together. And I was like, oh, this guy's sick. What's going on?
Man. Gone but not forgotten. He's alive. He's just in Austin.
I miss that guy so much. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, man.
But like, there was that. And then played that gig. I think we also played Whipping Post that gig for the first time. Yeah. I never heard Whipping Post. And I was like, I heard the song. I was like, oh, okay, give me a second. I need to go listen to this one a little more. And I just listened to it. I was like, okay, cool. This is a 6/8. And it was actually like freaking Providence, because I had just practiced the Buddy Rich West Side Story Suite, learning that for my senior recital that got like canceled.
Which one is this again?
Buddy Rich West Side Story Suite. Check that out. Yeah. It's really good. And it's a masterclass in like different kinds of jazz playing and things like that. So good. But there's one portion of it that's a 6/8 groove. And so I had to learn how to do that. And I was like, oh, wait. But when I heard Whipping Post, I was like, wait a second. This is just thing. I just learned this. I know how to do this. Yeah. And so I was like, all right, cool, sweet. And so I played Whipping Post with them, And after the gig, I like told them, I was like, hey, like if you'll ever need, I knew they had a drummer already, so I was not expecting to ever get a call from them again.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I was like, this is a one and done. It was fun. I enjoyed it, had a great time. I was like, hey, if y'all ever need me again to fill in,
holla.
let me know and I'll come. Left that gig, didn't expect to hear from them again. Got a call from them again. Then got another call.
Yeah.
And then I kept getting more and more and more calls.
The calls kept coming in.
Yeah. Come to find out, they were like, dude, after that gig, we were wanting you to play in our band as like a drummer. And I was like, I'm glad y'all kept calling me because I had a great time. And then we got to where we are now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, here we are now. Look at you guys go, man. I played 40 Watt about 12 fucking times and
I've loved playing with the Fun Room because they've challenged me. They're really, really, really good players, great soloist. They've challenged me to be better. They've challenged me to like lead the band harder and
awesome guys.
Yeah, it took me a while to like get my voice in that band.
Yeah, as somebody joined late.
Yeah, I joined late. They'd all known each other. They were all in the same fraternity and everything. I'm just this guy coming in. And I was like, I need to prove my worth, prove myself. I really like stay quiet. But when we started like writing songs more, I started giving more impact or input and like, hey, I don't really like this idea. Could we do this? Sometimes I'm pretty harsh and direct and things. So I was like, yeah,
that's good though.
I was be like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling this. Like, can we do this instead? Yada yada yada. But
well, you've managed to, show your worth enough to pretty much be a leader at this point. Like maybe the leader. I think of you as the leader, if not Ike. You know, Ike is like maybe the face of the brand or whatever. But
Ike does a lot of our booking and things of that nature.
I think of you as the musical leader then. Maybe that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't write a lot of the harmonies and things like that.
How could you? You know, you're busy.
Yeah, but you know, when we're there on the stage, I'm pretty much call the songs and
that's good.
I'll lead us in and get us going. If things get off,
you guys have got
hit my kick a little harder and be like, "Here is the time."
Here we are. Yeah, everybody does. But just to think, like, I think the first time I would have saw you guys would have been the time we did 40 Watt. From there to now to this last 40 Watt one, where you guys just absolutely murdered it. I was like, these guys have gotten so good, man. You guys put your heads down and got it done, which I appreciate. And people know y'all's songs, dude. That's crazy. Good for y'all, man.
It feels so good.
Yeah, doesn't it?